Hello friends, welcome to Wallpaper Wednesday. Today we are making tags out of wallpaper. So as you can see, I have already cut my wallpaper to the size that I want to work with, and we are going to get started with backing them. While I'm working on backing them, I want to tell you that Wallpaper Wednesday is an open collaboration, and we will be doing some wallpaper activities through February. If you'd like to join in, you certainly can do that. We would love it. You would use the hashtag Wallpaper Wednesday. You would tag me as the host in your description box, and I will be sure to put your video link in my description box. And also don't forget to check out all of the collaborators that are joining in. And some folks don't have a lot of wallpaper, so maybe they can't join in on every single, one. But you know, I'm finding this to be a very satisfying activity because I'm using stuff from my stash. I'm using wallpaper that was gifted to me, and it's just wonderful to have a reason to pull out my wallpaper and use it. I just think it's great. So I'm enjoying it very much. Also listed in my description box will be the prompts that I have chosen for each of our videos. So today, like I mentioned, is tags. Last time we did, oh, that wasn't upside down. Uh-oh, let me see if I can peel that up and put it right back down. But yeah, I didn't want our birdie to be upside down, so that's why I had to make that change there. Anyway, the prompts are listed in my description box. This week was tags. Not this week, we're doing it every other week, so twice a month. So 2 weeks ago was envelopes, and that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. And then next week will be collaging with some wallpaper. Now, if you have a ton of wallpaper and you want to make your entire collage with wallpaper, you can do that. If you only have a little bit of wallpaper and so that you can't do your entire collage out of it, that's fine. Combine it, but just make sure you have some wallpaper in your collage. Your collage can be any theme that you want, so you have a lot of freedom as far as that goes. For now, I'm leaving this torn edge. I want to see if that works as I'm creating the tag. I don't really have a plan today. My only plan was to use these 4 pieces. That was it for my plan, no other plan. So I grabbed some materials. I am, obviously putting the tags onto, putting the papers onto my chosen materials and just going from there. I'm not really, just kind of winging it, just doing whatever feels right. Actually, I'm gonna glue this down before I cut it. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm working off screen here. You must be so frustrated. I hope everybody is doing really well. I celebrate Christmas, and so I am, preparing for the holidays, and I'm very excited this year. I started to think about them a little bit early because I didn't want it to just rush by too quickly. So, I started doing some crafting for Christmas right after Halloween because last year went by so fast that I felt like I just didn't have enough time to really enjoy all of the Christmas crafting that I wanted to. So I just didn't want to feel like I missed it this year. So, I've been trying to do a little Christmassy crafting here and there, and of course I'm loving every second of it. Christmas is my favorite holiday. My birthday is 2 days after Christmas, and so it's just a nice time to celebrate. let's see, one of my sisters, my younger sister, her birthday is in December, and then my birthday is in December, and then my son Brandon, his birthday is January 15th. And so we, between birthdays and then Christmas and then my birthday and then New Year's and then Brandon's birthday, it is a full month of just basically parties and get-togethers. And it's exhausting but wonderful at the same time. Now sometimes, because it's hard to keep asking people to, keep coming over, so sometimes now I celebrate my birthday on New Year's, just, to just have it, it's all just so close together, you know what I'm saying. And so that works. I don't do that every year, but I do that sometimes, and that seems to work out pretty well.
Hello, friends. Goodbye, friends.
Oh my gosh. Carl just said hello and goodbye. He's going to work. Going to work on one of the old cars. So, okay, so we got our basics done here actually. Okay, these have a nice firm backing. These do not. This is pretty thin paper. So let's go ahead and put these on top of something a little more firm. Let me see if this is big enough. That would look really nice. Look at that, you guys. Look how pretty that is. Triple layered like that. Yeah, I love it. Okay, we're gonna do that. This has kind of a unique feel. I don't know if I should use, what I'll do is I'll use Fabri-Tac on the edges, but then I'll use the other glue on the inside. I need to get another bottle of Fabri-Tac. I'm starting to get low. All right, hopefully my Fabri-Tac didn't dry yet. I'm just trying to move as quickly as I could there. Okay. Oh, what a pretty color combination that is. You guys know I'm always talking about that I'm organizing my space, and I am. I just, I do a little each day. Some days I do a lot, but I'm also crafting and creating while I'm, cleaning my space. So it's not like I'm just doing that. So that's why it seems like it's so long suffering. But at any rate, if I trim some of this, I can leave this torn edge on, which I think will look kind of cool. We're gonna do it. So at any rate, what was my point of telling you that? Well, I can't remember now, and Carl just walked through the room and heard me say that, and he hears that all the time, and so he laughed. He thought that was funny. So what was my point of telling you that? Gosh darn it. Well, it'll come back to me. It had something to do with these tags, I think, but anyway. This is gonna be a nice big tag. Oh, I remember now what I was gonna tell you guys. Okay, so cleaning my space, blah, blah, blah. And so I bought this rolly cart because I'm still kind of going back and forth to my dining room, although it's the goal to be out of the dining room, but I'm still going back and forth. So instead of having my space in my dining room completely cluttered up, I'm using this new rolly cart and I love it. It seems to be working out really nicely. So I just pile everything in there and then I can roll that back and forth as I'm getting things cleaned up, because like I said, I'd like to permanently end up in my other room. Okay, so here we have our bases. These are great. Let's decide on embellishments. Got a little problem with this one, not sure why. Maybe the size of this particular brad is different. Let's see what happens there. Oh, we got it, okay. So I chose 2 green ones, 1 gold one, and 1 pink one for these tags. right, so that part of the tag is ready. Let's go ahead and add a little nostalgia to each piece. This is vintage paper. This was given to me by my friend Lori at Enchanted Dreams 71. It is from a reproduction Sears and Roebuck magazine, catalog I should say, and so the original catalog would have been from the 1800s and the reproduction was done in the 1970s. So we're gonna just take and tear. We're gonna add these. I'll probably make them a little bit smaller, but I do like the color that it's bringing to the tags. Let's start with this one. We're going to make sure that all 4 sides are torn. This paper's quite brittle. It is old, you can tell. Now let's see, let me take a little more off the bottom. Now let's test that. Oh yeah, that's perfect size. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. I chose to use the Fabri-Tac because I'm dealing with this very textural stuff. I don't even know what you call it, but some sort of grass, and it's woven. And then I'm also dealing with the wallpaper. So just to make sure this sticks long term, we chose to use Fabri-Tac. Now on this one, we definitely don't want to cover up our pretty bird, so we're going to take a little bit of you know, the edges off. I think that works great, just like that. My friend Lori at Enchanted Dreams 71, she also gave me this wallpaper that I'm working with today. She sent me some wallpaper and a Happy Mail, so I've been using that quite a bit for this challenge. She and Maria at Maria's Miscellany sent me wallpaper. Okay, so we have a bird here and I don't want to cover him up. We know that we have to make this side jagged, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then we know that we need to make it smaller. So let's try that. Now this tag, ultimately I might sew a piece of ribbon down the side. We will see. I was just looking at this wondering, do I want to go ahead just for interest and put another one on? And I think I do. And as a matter of fact, I think I'll go ahead and put a 3rd one on. This one's kind of big, but I don't think that matters. I can make it a little smaller. I don't mind it being bigger than the middle one. I don't want it to be too much bigger. But let's see what we got here. Yeah, I was able to take quite a bit of size off of that. Oh yeah, perfect, okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, moving that out of the way. And then on this one, we don't have any birds to worry about, so I can just put this wherever I want. I made sure to leave the word Sears and Roebuck there. I think that's nice. I'm just gonna snip away with my fingers just a little bit of the edge. I wanna keep as much of it as I can. The paper is super brittle, so it's just kind of, you know, breaking off, but I think I did okay. Yeah, and we'll do this one like that. Friends, I'm gonna take these over to my sewing machine, and when I come back, I'll show you what I ended up doing. All right, friends, so I have grabbed some embellishments. I sewed some ribbon on them, so let's get the ribbon trimmed. I'm not trimming it straight across. I'm gonna let a little bit hang right over the top and bottom. Right, so these are some of the embellishments that I grabbed that I thought we could add to the cards. Just a small variety of things that I grabbed. I think for this big one, we'll put that on here because we can still see some of the newspaper. Obviously we can see some of the ribbon, and I can actually turn it like this and maybe we see more of that. And I think too, what we're gonna do is cut this out a little further with the fancy scissors, and then we'll be able to see more of the you know, the actual details on the card. Yeah, I like that. Now, if we do it, oh yeah, now if we do it on here, then we can see much more of this little magazine. I think that looks great. This is flat right here, so we don't want that. There we go. There, I think that looks great. And you know, I'm thinking now, I feel like if I have some pop dots, it would be cool for that to be popped up. So we're gonna set that aside for this one. Now we also have, we have our bird here. We have a bird on this one, but not on this one. I could put this one up here. Yeah, I could do that and then put something else down here. I think that might be okay. We've got some bows. So I could put a bow, we're just playing with some things. I could put the bow here and then put the bird here. That might work. And then put like a gem in the center, and then we'll have our ribbon here. That might work. I like that, I think. I think we're gonna commit to that. All right, I'm gonna set this, well actually it can dry while I'm putting this bird on. Now this is chipboard. All right, friends, I have finished these Wallpaper Wednesday tags. Let's take a look. So we've got this wallpaper backed onto this. It's like some sort of grass material, and we added ribbon and old vintage catalog, a chipboard bird and a bow die cut, and then a little cork bird right here. So that is one of our tags. The next one is wallpaper also backed onto this grassy stuff, not sure what that's called, and satin ribbon sewn on with a zigzag stitch. And then our catalog piece is under here, and then we have the bird cage on top of it, and then a cork bird on top of that. And then of course I put this pretty ribbon which has, looks like pink tulips with obviously green leaves, and I used that ribbon on this one as well. So that is the second one that we made. Then our largest tag, this one, here's the wallpaper. It's backed onto 2 layers of scrapbook paper, and this ribbon is sewn on, and it's got pink and gold on it. I think that's super pretty. Our vintage catalog is underneath, and then popped up we have this nice little hummingbird. So I think that looks nice. That's our third one. And last but not least, we have this one. Here is our wallpaper, also backed onto 2 layers of paper. Same ribbon sewn on with the sewing machine. 3 pieces of the catalog here, and then we've got a cork bird, we have a pink butterfly, and then on the poppy foamy stuff we have this bird here. So there are the tags that I made today for Wallpaper Wednesday. I hope you love them. I'm really happy with how they turned out, and I hope you are too. Thanks for watching. See you soon.